Hey, it's the Empire, Geobox Empire, Backshot Boxing. Now, man, you guys see the picture, man. My boy, Deontay, the Bronze Bomber Wilder, man. Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Till this day, my boy, Deontay Wilder, chopping it up, my boy, Malik Scott, laughing. What are they laughing about, man? They're in the ring, cracking up. After Deontay Wilder obviously got sessioning, man. The light is gleaming on the guy, looking like an action figure. And he's like, man, not again. Ha ha ha. I can't believe you used a C-19 lie. What are they laughing about, man? They laughing about my boy, Tyson, the Gypsy King Fury, man. They laughing about this guy pulling out the fight. They say, man, him pulling out because of this virus, man, it's all cap, man. We don't believe it. He used it's becoming the oldest trick in the book of 2021. I have C-19, right? Now, if you guys didn't know, man, Tyson Fury is with Top Rank, just like Teofimo Lopez. And Teofimo Lopez was the first one to use this I have C-19 lie. But then we figured out this kid was in Italy chilling with his wife. The craziest stuff ever, man. Much like Tyson Fury, how he was caught with C-19. But when we see this guy in Vegas, right, buying luxury cars or renting them out, with no mask. The craziest stuff. It's just like, I don't know. I don't get it. But anyway, before I get into the details, let me read the quotes from my boy, the Bronze Bomber. He says, and I quote, "Yo, bro, at Malik Scott, say it ain't so. Not the COVID-19 lie. They're going to hell for that one. October 9th cannot come any faster. Hashtag bomb squad. Hashtag till this day. Hashtag this will be easy. Flames." Wild stuff, man. My boy Deontay Wilder, spitting all facts, all truth, all the time. And this is a really big deal because, like I said earlier, this is a ongoing issue with these fighters, quote unquote, who have the virus, but you see them out literally a day later in a whole foreign country or different place, no mask, chilling and on vacation, right before one of their biggest fights in their career. And like I said earlier, I talked about how Teofimo Lopez and George Kambosos were supposed to be fighting, right? But the thing is, they didn't fight because Teofimo Lopez said he had C-19. But not only does Tyson Fury have C-19, but he has the most deadly form. He has the Delta strain, right? And this is supposed to be more infectious. It spreads more, and it's supposed to be a lot more dangerous, right? So it's just wild that Tyson Fury can have something like this and be allowed to go out. I understand this is boxing. Maybe other forms of media aren't aware of this, but it seems like to me that this could easily be an international issue. How do you have a superstar boxer, with no mask going around with the one deadliest disease we've seen and easily this century, bar none, and this guy's a celebrity. He's walking around with no mask and he has quote unquote known Delta strain of COVID-19. That sounds like disaster, right? Even if it's not for him, what about everyone else? What about people who may watch Tyson Fury and don't believe in it, the strain of C-19 that it doesn't exist or something like that, and they're going to do the same thing if they catch it, and they say, well, Tyson Fury did it, and if Tyson Fury can do it, I can do it, and they might have it and just walk around willy-nilly. You never know what kind of influences Tyson Fury can have in the public consciousness of saying he has it, but I still never seen him wear a mask one time. Even as we speak, he's still making videos of him working out. I mean, he with no mask on. He's been doing this for a while now, walking around, shaking hands, hugging fans with the strain. So that being said, man, it's shocking, man. You gotta understand that Tyson Fury, let the fans tell it. He has such a big fan base, millions of followers. You watch him post something online, he'll have 2 million followers, people watching it instantly, right? That's a lot of people to influence, and he has a extremely dangerous strain of COVID, and he's not taking the safety precautions he's supposed to take. So that's trouble right there. If you really want to talk about the health concerns of regular people, regular Joe Smo people. So I'm just shocked that the international news is taking it seriously. Britain, America, that's the kind of thing that can have you banned from a country. There's a lot of bans banning people from coming to one place to another if you have a certain disease, and this is one of them, C-19. I don't want to say it too many times because it will ding my video, but we know what time it is. You're not supposed to have this virus and be able to go country to country. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. That's why you're supposed to have I heard you need vaccination shots to go to country now. So correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's the way they're going now. And I don't know, man. A lot of people don't believe the whole C-19 situation with Tyson Fury, if he even has it at all. And I'm one of the camp people as well. I'm one of those people in the camp. But if you're gonna promote it like you're gonna, if you have it, you're gonna promote Tyson Fury like he has it. At least make it look believable. They even try to make it look believable. It was a headline to get out the fight, to make it postponed, to get back in it, to get more time to train. That's all it was. It was a headline. But no one's letting it go. People are still talking about it, and this is a really big deal. Now, my boy Malik Scott and Deontay Wilder, man, they took it to another level. They said, man, listen, forget this facilities. We gotta be honed in, because in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where Deontay Wilder is from, he's basically a walking king, a walking legend, a demigod out there, and he's known too well. So I doubt he can go place to place without being recognized, right? So he decided to build a facility in his own backyard, right? A boxing gym. He has a basketball court back there. I'm pretty sure he's gonna get other facilities, right? I already seen him earlier with the cryogenic freezing thing to recover you with his wife or fiance earlier, right? We all seen all these things from Deontay Wilder in his estate, right? You can get a lot of land for Alabama for dirt cheap, So that being said, Deontay Wilder is taking it seriously. When he wakes up, he's making sure he gets his workout in. He makes sure he has his team on him, right? And he's looking sharp, man. He's looking great. He's weaving, he's bobbing, he's throwing combinations. He's looking fresh out there, man. And I'm really excited to see what kind of Deontay Wilder can show up in October. A year and a half is a long time for a delay. And there has been nothing but time in the sport of boxing for 2020, for Deontay Wilder, and going on 2021, because neither fighter has fought yet. So we're going to see how this whole thing plays out, man. I'm really excited to see Deontay Wilder. I'm really excited to see Malik Scott philosophy reincarnated in Deontay Wilder, his boxing philosophy. That's going to be extremely interesting for my boy Malik Scott. And we're going to see how this whole thing plays out. We're going to see what kind of game plan Malik Scott comes up with. Because let's be honest, when Deontay Wilder usually fights fighters, right, it doesn't seem like he has much of a game plan pre Malik Scott. We're going to see if Malik Scott can actually implement a game plan for Deontay Wilder. Because that's true. If you actually look at Deontay Wilder's fights, he never seemed to have a game plan. It's just to knock the guy out with the right hand, right? To land a 1-2. And it's just more like Deontay Wilder's doing what Deontay Wilder does than his team comes with a plan. This is the first time in Deontay Wilder's career I think he actually had a game plan. As far as, a game plan with a pure boxer like Malik Scott. So this is going to be a big deal, man. One of the biggest fights. I think this is the biggest fight of the year, bar none. The Manny Pacquiao fight, Errol Spence fight is a big fight, but this is a historic fight just because it's the heavyweight division. This is going to solidify the champion of this era, right? The Ali Frazier's. Ali had a lot of big fights, but the Ali Frazier fight was his iconic moment, right? He did have other fights like George Foreman, and Foreman walked through George Frazier, knocked him out bad. I think he dropped him like 4 or 5 times, 3 times when they fought, but he was just beating him. It wasn't even close. He beat the dog shit out of him. But Ali's best moments were Ali Frazier, Ali Foreman, and he had multiple iconic fights, but people realize most his biggest fight was the George Frazier fight, because when they first fought, they were both undefeated, right? Same thing with here, man. These fighters were both undefeated, and Ali did not win the first fight. When they first fought, he lost, right? Same thing with Deontay Wilder. But can he redeem himself? That's really what it's all about. Because we already seen one legend was made like that. Now, are we gonna see it again? We're gonna see October 9th, man. This is all all legend. We're watching history in the making. Everyone already seen history last year. We lived through history last year. That was the first pandemic that had the whole world shut down, and this is going to be another historic, legendary moment this year as well. Man, living history, man. Let me know how you guys feel about it, though. Like, comment, subscribe. This is the Empire. Geoboxing Empire. Peace. Geoboxing Empire. Peace.